So welcome back everyone, Mike here. I've got the Huntman with me here, and we're on our way to Harbor Freight to buy something that many of you have highly recommended. So we're gonna go pick that up. We got some running around to do, and then we'll go home and we'll try out the new tool. All right, pulling into Harbor Freight. All right, Hunter and I are back in the Jeep and we're on our way home from Harbor Freight. Once I get there, I'll be trying out the Harbor Freight solar panel. I guess it's a trickle charger, and I'm going to put it on the battery on the dump trailer, and we'll see how that goes. It was only $14.99, and a lot of people say they work great, but we will find out. So this dump trailer, it's a Moritz. I think maybe the correct pronunciation is Moritz. I'm not sure. I call it a Moritz, but it's a 6x12, and I actually think it's 6 feet, 10 inches wide, 12 feet long, 2 feet sides. Been a fantastic trailer. This trailer works great for hauling firewood, hauling mulch, going and get a couple tons of stone or sand. Really about anything. Last night I used it to haul a bunch of furniture to State College. And the battery on this, if I remember correctly, because I hauled a bunch of fill from down here up to the new building when I was building it, and I think I got about 8 loads out of a charge on the battery. The battery on this is right underneath this cover. There's the battery, pump, and the reservoir. All right, so this isn't exactly a real great quality tester here, but it's showing it right at about 40% charged right now. So what I'm going to do is we'll hook that solar panel up to it. Right now it is 3:30 on Wednesday. We'll leave it on there for a day or two, come back, test it again, see where we're at. So like I said, I got this from Harbor Freight. It says suitable for all 12-volt batteries, including cars, trucks, RVs, motorcycles, and boats. And we're going to add dump trailers to that. This only costs $14.99 plus tax. We'll open it up, see what it looks like, plug it in, and we will report back and see how well it works. That's all there is to it. All right, I put the suction cups on the bottom. We're just going to set that right here on top of the trailer, like so. You can either plug it into your vehicle with this. I'm going to use this to hook up to the battery. Hook this on the negative. Hook this on the positive. And then I'm going to go ahead and put that cover back in there. Kind of just feed this wire through this hole here. All right. As you can see, I think you can see this little light flashing right here. It's hooked up, should be working. Although, we're not getting a whole lot of sunlight right now. Matter of fact, it's storming off in the distance. That'll be coming here shortly. But I got everything closed up. If you're at Harbor Freight, this is what it looks like. 1.5 watt solar battery charger. I imagine it will take a long time to get that battery up to a full charge. But what we'll do, we'll check it, probably check it in like 2 days. Now, when I'm using this dump trailer, I find myself, you know, I'll use it like crazy for a day or two. and then it'll sit down here for a couple weeks, and then I'll use it for, 2-3 days. So I think this may be a pretty good solution, because what happens is I'll park it, it's not fully charged, then before I use it, I got to pull it up by the house, plug it in for, 4 or 5 hours, get her charged up. So hopefully the Harbor Freight solar battery charger is the solution. Time will tell. All right, it has been exactly 7 days since I put this Harbor Freight solar battery charger on the dump trailer. And I think you can see the little blue light is still flashing. Now keep in mind, we live in western Pennsylvania. It's not like Southern California or Arizona. The sun doesn't shine here all the time. As a matter of fact, in the past week, we had a bunch of rain, some overcast days, and where I have this trailer parked, it probably gets direct sunlight on a good day, probably about 6 or 7 hours a day. All right, now we're going to take the charger off, and we'll put the tester on it, and we'll see. I'm curious, if this thing actually charges the battery or just, maintains it, or what it does. We'll find out here in just a minute. All right, so it's on test, and keep in mind this isn't exactly a high quality tester here, but it is showing it's at 80% charged right now. So last week when I hooked this up, it was at 40%, and it's showing 80% right now. So that's in 7 days, and like I said, we had some overcast days, we had some rain, it's not in direct sunlight, so I would have to say it does work, but better have some time on your hands. So as I mentioned earlier, this trailer may sit down here for 2 or 3 weeks at a time, and then I'll use it on and off for a couple days here and there. So for me, I think at $14.99, I think is what I paid for that charger. I think it's a pretty good purchase, I really do. But anyway, I think that's it for today's video. Like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks.